Recognize Sheldon Liva for your leadership of MBOT and for advancing the interests of Mississauga's businesses and for promoting our city on the national and the international stage. I also want to thank Paul Wolford for his work as chair of MBOT and the board of directors who have served this organization so well. And also want to welcome Jeffrey Percival as the incoming chair. I know you'll do an outstanding job as well. I'm pleased that former MBOT chair Karen Rass has joined us on City Council. I think she'll make an outstanding contribution. She'll be a strong advocate. She'll be a strong advocate for local business and bring a fresh perspective to our discussions. I know that. I also want to recognize Councillor Chris Fonseca of Ward 3, who is here with us this morning. Also very interested in in promoting the businesses here in Mississauga. Finally, Gary Kent, our Commissioner of Corporate Services, is with us here this morning. Gary, if you wanted to say hello, thank you for joining us. The health of a city is measured in part by its strength of its businesses and the depth of its economic base. And I'm proud to say that Mississauga is in a strong position because of each of you here today, the efforts of MBOT, as well as the almost 60,000 businesses that call our city their home. I was elected on a platform that will move Mississauga forward. It was based in large part on strong partnerships with our business community. And you have my commitment that you will always have a partner and a champion in the Mayor's office. Mississauga is a relatively young city at just 40 years old, but we're a thriving city with great potential. And we're home to over 750,000 residents that speak over 70 languages and come from 150 different countries. Mississauga is also home to a very talented and highly skilled workforce that have above average skills and education. And in fact, over 2/3 of our residents have post-secondary education. And you may not realize this, but our GO bus terminal at Square One is the second busiest GO bus terminal with over 550 GO bus trips coming and going from downtown Mississauga every single day. Our downtown core is quickly becoming a hub for transit. We're home to Toronto Pearson Airport, a global hub of travel and a gateway for international trade that is expected to double its passenger numbers over the next 15 years. There are currently 430,000 flights each year, and it's also home to over 40,000 employees. Our city also boasts of having 63 Fortune 500 companies, as well as almost 60,000 companies employing more than 400,000 people. As a result, we have become a net importer of jobs and now a destination for employment in the GTA. We now have a GDP that exceeds $40 billion annually and have become an economic engine here in Ontario. And I'm proud to say that this year, our office in commercial development is outpacing our residential development, signaling that we have a healthy job market and an appetite to grow further beyond the 26 million square feet of office that we currently have. And none of this happened by accident, but it was as a result of the coordinated economic development strategy that involved our city, our residents, and most importantly, the Mississauga business community through MBOT. Hazel McCallion made economic development and our local businesses a priority. And I commit to you that as your mayor, I will continue this approach. To continue to succeed, we must first and foremost get the fundamentals right. So this morning I will be discussing with you the following 4 things. First, investing in our transit and transportation network to reduce our congestion. Secondly, maintaining a thriving local economy by working closely with our business community and by focusing our efforts on attracting both domestic and international investment. Thirdly, by fostering a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship to ensure that our best and our brightest develop their ideas right here in Mississauga. And fourth, maintaining strong civic leadership that understands the needs of our businesses and the necessity of cultivating a business-friendly environment. On transit, one of our top priorities must be to relieve the gridlock and the congestion through investments in regionally integrated rapid transit. Every day, our roads become more crowded, resulting in lost productivity. Some estimate more than $6 billion per year, which has a direct impact on our collective bottom line. Our strategic advantage in Mississauga has been tied to our ability to move people and goods seamlessly across the GTA and our borders, but this is quickly becoming more difficult to do so. We are at risk of losing investment opportunities simply because we cannot move. We need to get people out of their cars wherever possible by providing them with viable commuting options and alternatives. We've taken a significant step forward by opening the first phase of the Mississauga Bus Rapid Transitway, and I'm confident that we will soon begin construction on the Hurontario Light Rail Transit, or LRT, to build the north-south spine of a regionally integrated rapid transit network. We've done our homework. We have a strong business case, and we're ready to get shovels in the ground on the LRT. At the same time, we will continue to advocate for all-day, two-way electrified GO train service that will enhance our connections to other cities in the GTA. To do this, we will work with our federal and our provincial representatives to find the necessary funding. We're 25 years behind where we should be on transit. The time for talk is over. The time now is for action. We must begin building a regionally connected transit network that allows our residents to move seamlessly across the GTA and our businesses to attract the best talent wherever they live in Mississauga or beyond. Our quality of life. Building a regionally integrated rapid transit network is essential to our growth and the development as a city, and maintaining a high quality of life. And as Mayor McCallion used to say, Mississauga enjoys a quality of life that is second to none. This has been a significant factor in attracting and retaining business in Mississauga, and we must ensure that we continue to develop in a way that is attractive to new residents and to your new employees. We must encourage the development of livable, walkable, and healthy communities where people can walk or can use transit to get to where they need to go, where housing is affordable and accessible, where taxes are low, and where there are opportunities to live and work in the same community. Our Downtown 21 plan is focused on creating a vibrant downtown that is a destination for residents. We've also begun work on Inspiration Port Credit, Inspiration Lakeview, and plans that will shape the development of one of our most valued assets, our pristine waterfront. Along with the development of our waterfront and our downtown, we're also consciously investing in public spaces. Celebration Square is an excellent example of such a space, and I think we got that one right. This year we welcomed our 2 millionth visitor to the square, and we will use the space as an example when we plan future public spaces. Amenities like these are critical to creating a vibrant city, and as we know, the most successful global cities are the most vibrant, and that's no coincidence. If people want to live here, they will also want to invest here. Economic development. A vibrant city like ours is also built on a strong economic base where local residents can live and work in their own community, where domestic and international businesses are supported, and where innovators and entrepreneurs have the freedom and the support that they need to thrive and to succeed. Our economic development strategy must be focused on attracting, retaining, and encouraging business on all levels. Economic development requires a champion, and as your mayor, I will lead our economic development efforts and champion our city at every opportunity. Mississauga has attracted over 1,400 multinational companies, but we must continue to position ourselves as a global business magnet. It's critical that we seize upon every investment opportunity to position ourselves to compete effectively in the global marketplace and create employment opportunities for all our residents. As Mayor McCallion did for many years with great success, I will continue to go on trade missions to targeted countries in an effort to bring back business to Mississauga. In fact, just last week I was approached about trade missions to India, Pakistan, and to Poland. To ensure that we're maximizing our efforts, I will work with local business and trade organizations, MBOT, as well as our many cultural associations, to create an international investment advisory panel, which will be supported directly by the Mayor's Office and our city's Economic Development Office. I want to bring together industry leaders from across our city who represent areas around the globe and to determine our international targets and who we need to meet with to begin the important discussion about investing in Mississauga. I hope that some of you will consider serving on this panel and providing your input. Mississauga is uniquely positioned to access markets other cities can only dream about because of our great diversity and our highly skilled workforce. And we must continue to capitalize on this strength and use it to our advantage. We must also continue to play a leading role in the Greater Toronto Marketing Alliance to target global markets and to focus on our growth sectors, such as advanced manufacturing, life sciences, and information and communication technology, ICT. Our local businesses. While looking abroad to attract investment, we must always ensure that the needs of our local businesses are met. I believe that we can and we must do more to meet the needs of our almost 60,000 businesses. Open for business can't just be a slogan. It means that we must support not only our largest business partners, but also the small and medium-sized companies. For the City of Mississauga, this means that businesses across all sectors have the necessary resources that enable them to start to thrive and to contribute to the local economy, and that investment attraction is balanced with the needs for business retention and expansion opportunities. Our Economic Development Office is implementing a pilot business retention and expansion program in 2015 that will focus on our key sectors. We need to ensure that our existing business community is aware that we appreciate their investment and that the staff are available to support their growth through a number of resources available in our community. It is important to focus on having dedicated resources to support the key sectors, building partnerships with institutions and organizations, as well as hosting roundtable discussions. The Mississauga Business Enterprise Center will also remain a key resource for new and existing businesses to access information, attend seminars, network, and ultimately access supports essential to their success. We will continue to work closely with MBOT to ensure that the needs of our local businesses are met. Innovation and entrepreneurship. To compete globally, we must be at the forefront of the knowledge economy and become a hub for new ideas and new business. Mississauga can become this hub of innovation and entrepreneurship if we put in place the necessary supports and bring together the leaders in each of these sectors. What separates great cities from good cities is their ability to foster and capitalize on creativity and innovation through its entrepreneurs, enterprises, and cultural institutions. Our innovators should not have to look outside our borders for supports, but should be able to take their ideas from concept to commercialization right here in their own backyard. The continued transformation of Mississauga's economy will require a broad application of knowledge and innovation that includes investment in universities and colleges, the attraction of research and development activities, creative partnerships between government, business, and local educational institutions, and the advancement of a workforce with expertise in entrepreneurship. I'm pleased to say that there are initiatives underway to build an innovation ecosystem and support our strategic goal to create that culture of innovation. Mississauga has active participation in the Ontario Network of Entrepreneurs, One Network, a collaboration of partners including our Mississauga Business Enterprise Centre and the Regional Innovation Centre, RIC, that is funded in part by the province to create a local innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem. Implementation of a distributed open innovation models such as the co-location of RIC in the Xerox Research Centre. And UTM's Innovation Management Institute has secured Ontario's Centre of Excellence funding for a Campus Link Accelerator. I've also committed to creating a Mayor's Task Force on Innovation and Entrepreneurship to bring together the right people to move this agenda forward. Mississauga will become an innovation city, competing on the national and the international stage for the best and the brightest talent and ideas. This includes preparing our youth for the jobs of tomorrow and encouraging them to become entrepreneurs. The youth unemployment rate in the Peel region is close to 20%. We are at risk of losing a generation of youth. And we simply cannot allow this to happen, which is why I will be issuing the Mayor's Youth Job Challenge to encourage local businesses, including yourselves, to hire and mentor our local youth. Our Economic Development Office operates the Summer Company Program, which provides training, mentoring, and opportunity to receive up to $3,000 in provincial grant for students to start and operate a business over the summer. Since 2001, we've helped over 120 students launch businesses and gain entrepreneurship experience while providing their own employment opportunity. A recent impact study on the success of our Summer Company program showed that 98% of the entrepreneurs gained transferable skills for entrepreneurship and employment, and that it influenced almost 70% of those young entrepreneurs to pursue entrepreneurship, education, and career paths. So it was a success. We have a plan to continue to support youth entrepreneurship by working to build stronger relationships with education, starting right from the school boards to help guide our young people towards fulfilling and rewarding careers and become engaged in our local community. If we invest in our youth early, we will continue to realize a significant return on that investment. Your mayor and your city councilors represent the needs of over 750,000 residents of Mississauga, but we also represent the needs of over 60,000 businesses. You too are our constituents, and your concerns and issues must be heard at City Hall. As your mayor, I will ensure that this happens. As the Ward 5 City Councillor, I regularly met with some of the over 10,000 businesses that I represented. I also regularly attended the corporate calls with Mary Hazel McCallion to local business. By making prudent investments in our transit and transportation infrastructure, by supporting our local businesses, while always striving to attract international investment and ensuring our workforce, especially our youth, is prepared to succeed in the 21st century. I truly believe that Mississauga's best days are before us, and I'm excited to work with you to move Mississauga forward and to carve out our place as a global business leader and a destination for investment. As long as I am your mayor, the door to my office will always be open, because together we will build a great city. Thank you. I'm just going to say a concluding remark that I just want to extend to you my best wishes for this holiday season, a very Merry Christmas. And as you celebrate this spirit of Christmas, no matter what faith that you belong to, I'm going to encourage you to go out and perform some random acts of Christmas kindness this year to celebrate the season and really support the most vulnerable here in our community. Tonight there will be a turkey drive. I want to thank Dan Meadowcroft for organizing his initiative towards the Bite Before Christmas, which is one of the largest fundraisers for the food bank. In a city as prosperous as our own, I'm very concerned that over 69,000 of our residents are forced to use a food bank each and every month, and that more than 20% of our children go hungry. So please help support those most vulnerable during this Christmas season, but also all throughout the year. So thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to one and all. And I am happy to take your questions should you have any. Is that what you were coming up here to say, Jeffrey? Thank you.
So we've got a microphone coming around.
Sure.
Has a microphone.